Hello, everyone. The choices we make determine our fate. Today, the April 21st, when Saturn is actually conjuncting the North Node in Pisces, we will be witnessing or we'll actually see our past efforts or our actions coming into fruition. We will realize it, that what we've done in the past is what we are getting today. And what we do today or realign ourselves today, we are going to be benefiting in the future. So it's time to reap the benefits of our actions taken in the past and sow the new seeds for our future. So, with planets in the last degrees of Pisces, it makes the natural order of things this cycle of beginnings, endings, and then followed by a renewal. But it is also interesting to note that it's a very rare phenomena. This Saturn conjunction North Node in Pisces is a very rare phenomena to experience. And sometimes it can happen once in a lifetime for some of us, and for some of us, it may take a long time or perhaps not happen in a lifetime. So, this is like we are those fortunate ones where we are getting the time for renewal, for re energizing, and for realigning our destinies also. Now, Saturn conjunct the North Node in the end degrees of Pisces is very, very profound. Everything in life goes through cycles, endings leading to new beginnings, like the changing seasons or the phases of the moon. So, in astrology, when certain planets like Saturn line up in the last degrees of Pisces, it highlights the idea which the universal intelligence imparts, that if things are working out for you, then it is high time to change your attitude, gain clarity, and start afresh with a new approach to existing circumstances, or it's time to wrap things up and start afresh. So again, like if things are working out for you very well, but yet it is high time to change your attitude a little bit, gain more clarity in what you're doing, and start afresh with new ideas or new approaches to the existing circumstances. Or if you feel they're not working out for you, then wrap things up and start afresh. So Saturn encourages discipline and gaining clarity before you move ahead. So Saturn conjunct the North Node can show us the consequences of our choices. So being realistic is the call of the hour. And just as we see the ramifications of decisions made in the past, we are also planting seeds with the choices that we are making now. So, thinking about in more relatable terms or in everyday terms, imagine Saturn conjunct the North Node as a very wise, albeit a strict elder in your life or a teacher in your life whom you revere. This elder is always reminding you that the choices you make today will echo far into the future. They don't offer much in the way of immediate gratification, but they know that slow and steady wins the race. While it might not be the most thrilling message, there's wisdom there. Picture yourself. Picture yourself standing at a crossroad, each path representing a choice. Saturn, with its tendency to focus on discipline and responsibility, stands there to remind you that taking the more challenging or responsible path now can actually set you up for greater rewards later. So, when you toss a stone into a pond, you're not just making one splash. Those ripples are like the lingering effects of decisions momentarily put into action or put into motion. It's a small act now, but as you watch those ripples grow and touch every edge of the water, symbolizing how your current choices can impact many areas of your life. So, being realistic isn't just about seeing the facts, it's about embracing this long term thinking, acknowledging that while some decisions may not seem significant now, but they're surely setting you on a path that could determine your future happiness, stability, and your success. So it's less about the restrictions and more about empowerment, knowing that you have the ability to shape your future with the choices that you make today. So on April 24th, Venus, the planet of alliances, values, money, your investments, your finances, your economical growth, will make its exact conjunction to both Saturn and the North Node. So, bringing this concept down to earth with a relatable story that I have for you, imagine that April as a bustling marketplace with colorful stalls where people gather to exchange goods, stories, and ideas. So, Venus, known for her charm and beauty, is walking through this market, meeting with Saturn and the North Node, two more somber but very wise figures. Now, Venus represents those things that we treasure: love, relationships, values, and yes, money. She is trying to figure out what's most important to everyone in the market. Saturn, the wise elder with ears on his back, stands firm by her side, emphasizing the need for responsibility and commitment. The North Node, which is a bit more mysterious, points towards our true calling or future path. Now, as they come together, it's as if these three are having a council meeting over your life, considering what should stay, what should go, and what new opportunities must be introduced. They are not arbitrary. They're like judges who are constantly weighing how your desires fit with your responsibilities and future goals. So every day in April, as these celestial figures huddle together, that means 21st April onwards to almost, you could say, first week of May, they huddle together. The fates are reorganizing the stalls in the marketplace. Some people shop at the new stalls, others find their preferred goods and values changing. It's like you may have the old goods, but they have to be given a new packaging. There are some goodbyes, but also new partnerships for me. Yet, this isn't just happening to you. You are a key player, wandering the marketplace yourself, making decisions about whom to speak with, what to trade, and where to invest your efforts. Now, that is where comes your choice, your free will. Now, here's the kicker. If you are skeptical about this grand cosmic conference, these changes in the marketplace will still happen. Your everyday choices are interwoven with this tapestry, guiding the reshuffling. So it's a major reshuffling happening. By the end of April, you might find the market looks slightly different, a mix of your choices interlaced with a bit of cosmic design. It's a dance between our free will and the world's unfolding in ways we might not fully comprehend now, but would be able to feel the repercussions of your choice soon enough. So be calm, patient, and deliberate on each decision before you execute. In fact, all execution should be done after 26th. So from April 24th, when Venus and Saturn co-join, the picture is different. Here you need to picture a dreamer named, let's say, Joy, which is Venus, who loves to spin imaginative stories, beautiful, hopeful narratives about her future. In her mind, she paints a scene of ideal friendship, perfect love, and a career that aligns perfectly with her passions. It's an enchanting tapestry she's woven, guided by the possibility and dreams. Now, here, let's bring in Sam, who is representing Saturn. He's a grounded and practical figure in Joy's life. In moments of clarity, Sam reminds Joy to look at things realistically, to see not just the colors she's painted, but also the shadows that inevitably exist. Sam's presence starts to stir up some of the hidden truths which Joy had romanticized, and she had romanticized the stories and conveniently was glossing over. This month, as Joy walks through her routine, the influence of Sam, steady, reliable, and a bit stern, begins to grow stronger. She starts noticing discrepancies between her dreams and the reality around her. Little by little, the stories she's told herself, they begin to unravel, not because she did anything wrong, but because reality always has its way of surfacing eventually. It's like your transition from the realm to the reality. So one day, as she reflects, Joy feels a sense of disenchantment. It's like waking up from a beautiful dream to find the world isn't quite as she had imagined. The images she built began to start beginning to fade, and the fragile tendrils of hope she held onto starts kind of slipping away. But as those layers peel back, Sam reminds Joy of a crucial lesson: the real world, though messier and less perfect than her dreams, but it offers its own kind of beauty. It's more complex, with challenges that promise true fulfillment rather than mere illusion. So, with Sam's influence, Joy learns to blend her dreams with a touch of reality, discovering that sometimes authenticity, with all its imperfections, can be just as profound. So, while this adjustment period might feel like a brush with stark reality, trimming away your illusions, it's also an opportunity. It's a chance for Joy to reweave her tapestry, one that embraces both dreams and the truth, finding new hope in what is genuinely attainable. Now, Venus Saturn continues to give us permission to say no more, to back out of situations that are no longer working for us, to even embrace our limits and learn to set better boundaries. So, Saturn in Pisces does not mean to destroy our dreams. It just aims to show us what is possible and within the parameters of what is realistically achievable. We can then make necessary adjustments. Now, here I have another narration for you, a theme for you to understand the role of the Venus and the Saturn are playing. Meet Alex. For a long time, Alex found it difficult to say no to things that weren't truly fulfilling or aligned with his values. Whether it was staying in a job that felt stagnant or maintaining friendships that had grown one sided, Alex preferred the comfort of the known, even if it meant sacrificing his own happiness and growth. However, this season marks a turning point. Alex begins a sense of a shift, a gentle but firm internal nudge, granting him the courage to acknowledge what's no longer working in his life. It's as though he's finally been given permission to say no more. With each day, Alex understands more clearly that setting boundaries isn't about limitations. It's about making space for what truly matters. He realizes that acknowledging his limits doesn't destroy his dreams. It, in fact, refocuses them, aligning his energies toward achievable paths rather than dissipating it on endeavors that no longer serve him. For instance, Alex comes to terms with the fact that his current job doesn't offer opportunities. Instead of forcing himself to stay, he takes a leap of faith. So, by respectfully backing out of that situation, he makes room for exploration and new experiences, opening himself to possibilities that align better with his skills and passions. This newfound clarity doesn't end there. The friendship that once drained him are re-evaluated. Alex learns the art of establishing healthy boundaries, conserving his emotional resources for connections that actually inspire and uplift him. So, as he closes the door to these unfulfilling paths, Alex begins to notice the new ones cracking open. He finds undiscovered avenues, perhaps a side project that excites him, or a newfound hobby that lights up his creativity. So each choice, refined by realistic goals, brings fresh potential and resilience. So, by embracing these natural limits and adjustments, Alex embarks on a journey that balances the dreams with pragmatism. While one door closes, he steps through another. Along this fresh path, possibilities await, only revealed once he had the courage to listen to what his heart truly needed all along, or heart prompted all along. So Alex realizes that there are other options. One door may be closing, but another is also opening, leading to avenues as yet unexplored. So you will show the people who would have caged you how mistaken they were to think they ever could, or who underestimated you. For this, you require that faith. You require to listen to that heart of yours. So, with Saturn conjunct the North Node, a karma is unfolding. And we are all being inexorably drawn along with the tide in order to fulfill our destinies. We are all here in this place at this time for a reason, which is precisely why the sorts of decisions and choices we make now are so important. This is not just about our own individual evolutionary growth, which it is also about the evolutionary growth of humanity as a whole. And every choice that we make, every little bit of resistance, every kindness and action we take contributes to the outcome. Again, I want to make it easier for you to understand. I'll tell you a story of Maya, a young woman who finds herself at a crossroads in life, feeling the weight of her decisions more than ever before. Maya has always been attuned to the subtle winds of change in her life. Recently, however, those winds have gathered into a powerful force, guiding her towards what feels like an inevitable path. She senses that her choices now are imbued with profound significance, not just for her, but for the world around her. Ever since she can remember, Maya has sought purpose. She wants to believe that her life is not just a series of random events, but part of a larger tapestry. And as Saturn aligns with her North Node, she feels more connected to this cosmic blueprint. It's as if her personal karma is unfurling, revealing the paths and lessons that she's meant to engage with. So Maya knows she's here at this moment in time, not by accident, but with intention. Every decision counts, a reality that both daunts and also empowers her. Her choices ripple outwards, influencing not only her personal journey, but also contributing to the broader wave of human evolution. At work, she faces a dilemma, a promotion that offers financial security and influence, but at the cost of a passion for community service. It's a difficult decision. Yet Maya feels that the universe is nudging her. This choice isn't just about a career path. It's about aligning her actions with her true values and how these impact the larger community. As she leans into this contemplative state, she finds clarity in unexpected places. Every small act of kindness, every thoughtful decision feels monumental. She offers a helping hand to a struggling coworker, volunteers on weekends at a local shelter, and becomes more intentional in her everyday reactions or her interactions. Now, these acts seem small, but Maya believes that they are her way of contributing positively to the world's evolution. So, whichever age and stage you are, if you're in the mid age of, let's say, 30s to 50s, I would say, right? It's very important for you to know that every act of kindness does matter. You want to work for the humanity, does matter. But charity begins at home. You need to be deliberate in your decisions. So focus on your career, make your money, and start planning for the future. So sow your seeds of making your money now. Sow your seeds of making yourself secure so that tomorrow, when you want to help, you'll be able to help with your purity of intent and intention. And you'll have all the time to do whatever you wish. So believe and have faith in your dreams that can happen later, but for them, you have to sow the seeds now. So every decision taken during this period has to be taken with grace, with faith, with deliberation, and definitely not impulsively. You cannot do things on a whim of a moment or on just because you fancy it. Be deliberate, be realistic, get out from the realm into reality. So, with each step, Maya recognizes that her journey is intertwined with everyone else's. The interconnectedness reassures her, giving her courage to trust the path that she decides to walk. If she's of age and she's already made her security and her own financial security, emotional security, and a physical security, then she can decide to walk on the path whenever the time permits. Or she makes those plans and work deliberately for a particular stipulated time and then decide to walk, and then decide to, actually I would say, walk her talk. She will learn to embrace the merging of her individual purpose with collective growth, knowing that every bit of action contributes to the greater good. Maya's story is a reminder that we are all participants in this grand tapestry. So by choosing with intention and paying attention, every individual act, no matter how small, helps shape the destiny of not only your purpose, but also shape the destiny of humanity, woven together like threads in a vast cosmic quilt. So during this time of Saturn conjunct the North Node in Pisces, we are called to cleanse and purify our lives, both literally and symbolically. It's an opportunity to wash away the remnants of the past, old habits, negative energy, and anything that no longer serves us. This cleansing can be as simple as tidying our living spaces or as profound as releasing emotional or spiritual burdens, all with the intention of nurturing goodness and positivity within yourself so that you can spread the positivity around. Now, as Saturn aligns with the North Node, it can feel like we are at the end of an era, and especially when it's in Pisces. There's a sense of things slowing down, a gradual release of what is familiar. So we might feel untethered, as if we are letting go of the past with grace and acceptance. This transition can be challenging, but it's necessary. It's time to move on from what once was, embracing the change and the unknown. Through this transition, the North Node in Pisces calls us to have faith in ourselves and the broader journey. Even if we can't see the whole path clearly, we are encouraged to believe in what's true, good, and sacred. Saturn, with its focus on commitments, invites us to make a promise to pursue the highest good, not only for ourselves, but for all of humanity. It's time to trust in the process and dedicate ourselves to the positive change and growth. So simplify and refresh your life, whether physically cleaning your space or symbolically letting go of past negativity. Focus on nurturing what is good. So as Saturn aligns with the North Node in Pisces, you may feel like you're closing an old chapter. This is the time to gently release what no longer serves you, even if it feels uncertain. Trust and have faith, even when it seems difficult. Believe in the truth, goodness, and the sacred values. Saturn encourages us to make commitments to positive actions, aiming for the betterment of ourselves and humanity. So embrace this opportunity for renewal and growth with an open heart. Venus, Saturn, North Node are also sextile to Uranus. And although the conjunction to Saturn can feel like a terrible thing, a loss, a rejection, a denial, a fear of the inevitable, the sextiles to Uranus are showing us that there are other options. When one door closes, the others definitely open up. So if you have individual questions or want personalized guidance on how this cosmic event might impact you, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you navigate the stars and illuminate your path forward. For more insight, visit my website www.dollymanghat.com. Always stay blessed.